record. Okay, now I'll share screen. Okay, there we go. Can you guys see me? Can someone unmute themselves and let me know if you see me?
Yes, we see you.
Okay, perfect. Oh, there goes the little box. Okay, cool. All right, you guys. So tonight, I wanted to talk a little bit about how everything really starts with you. But before I go into why I chose this kind of topic for tonight and dig deep into it, I just want to give a couple of shout outs, announcements, and all that stuff, and then we'll dive into the call. Anybody have any questions, just do it in the chat box. We'll open it up. So first things first, upcoming events. So if you guys didn't know, Super Saturday video is now available in the Coach Online office. Know that that's the corporate video. So that's about like 5% of actually what happens at Super Saturday. So if you feel like, oh, like the recording's always there, I don't have to go to Super Saturday, like that is nothing compared to what actually happens at Super Saturday. So it's basically your corporate announcements, but their live is really different. Someone is unmuted.
But I don't want you to put your nose in it, okay?
It's just make sure you guys get your lines out.
Sorry.
No worries. Daily Power Hour. So Monday through Thursday, my success partner Bianca and I do a daily Power Hour with the exception of tonight. But it's 10 p.m., usually 1 hour. We wanted to open up to both of our teams so that way you guys can have that accountability if you need it. But if you feel like 10 p.m. is too late or not a time that works for you, feel free to post in the team page and start up your own Power Hour with other team members. Put a time, and if you guys need the outline, I'm more than happy to share that if I haven't already. I think it's in the like our photo albums though. I think I have it, the checklist there. But if you want to dive into the 10 p.m. Power Hour with Bianca and myself, just as well post it in the team page because Bianca and I flip-flop whose Zoom link we use whenever really we don't have a consistent schedule. We're just kind of like, oh, here's my link. So anyone else wants to jump on, just message me or post in the team page. We're happy to have you. November 5th, Team Redefine, wine/paint night/holiday party. We should just get this over with before the holidays are actually here and gets all crazy. So Team Redefine, wine and paint night. If you haven't sent your deposit, really tonight by midnight is like your last chance because I have to give her the final counts tomorrow morning. November 7th, next Monday, Mastermind Pod, 9:15 p.m. 2 spots are open. So you guys heard us talk about these pods beforehand. If you haven't taken advantage of it, this is the time to. Once these pods fill up consistently, then we will open up additional time slots. But again, if you need accountability, if you need help to bust through obstacles, challenges, want to bounce ideas off, brainstorm, all that other wonderful stuff, that is a place to be. November 7th, our Core de Force beta group. Notice my word replacement in that so we don't get in trouble from corporate, even if it's in our team page. November 15th, next team call. November 16th, coach sneak peek. So you guys got about 2 weeks to gather up your prospects. And then January 7th is the next Super Saturday event. So this is plenty of time to mark your calendars and find a Super Saturday. Well, the locations will be posted closer, but mark your calendar, make it happen, you guys. All right, so that's all the events. Leadership board, Sharon, Success Club 6, extra shout out for 5 consecutive months of Success Club. This girl has not missed a beat since signing up as a coach, and that is freaking amazing. Natalie, congrats, Success Club 4, and then at 2, Angela, Kaisha, and Vanessa, and Farah at 1. I just want to do, I know we usually do a higher PV, you guys, but I also know October was a big struggle for a lot of us. So I just wanted to recognize anyone over really 180 PV. I know we usually do over 500, but I'm not going to read every number, but Sharon, Farah, Mahal, Jackie, Natalie, Courtney, Melinda, Kaisha, and Jen Cohen. So great job, you guys. It's just representation of the number of lives that we are connecting, helping, changing, and inspiring. So I know we do a lot with like the business end, and sometimes this board can either like turn some of you guys off, maybe challenge you guys further to say, oh, I want to be up on that board. But I want to push business aside a little bit tonight, and I want to reflect on things that are going really good in your personal lives. And I want us also to start reflecting back to what this team was meant to be about, which is, you know, redefining ourselves, our things that we're passionate about in our life, what is our purpose and our why. But again, I want to just kind of push the business aside and dive into some personal celebrations. So I love this quote that I found, which is, don't become too preoccupied with what is happening around you. Pay more attention to what is going on within you. So a couple of shout outs here. So Natalie said she was extremely happy with her and her husband, happy with her husband, but most importantly with herself, being in control of her actions, her life, and her body. She now has control of how she looks and feels. Sharon said that by exercising and eating and taking control of my life, it makes my parents worry less about me. I carried a lot of that guilt, and I was causing my parents to stress and worry as they watched me not care about myself enough. And now I feel so happy that they don't need to worry about me in that way anymore. Jen Cohen said, I'm very happy with my children and how they love each other and play together, even the baby. Just last night, well, this was actually a few days ago, guys, it's like last week, but just last night, I was actually looking at them and my heart was so full that they were playing together, including her with the rolling of a ball. That makes me really happy. Michal said, when I share on social media what I'm going through, my struggles, my achievements, people respond positively and it uplifts me and makes me really, really happy. Congrats, Angela. As of November, 54 pounds down in the past year. That gives me the chills because I remember your very first accountability group and just how far you come, not only your physical transformation, but emotionally and mentally as well. Courtney, I am happy with my relationship I have with my husband. We have an open, loving communication, working together as a team with the household responsibilities and discuss partnering our son instead of arguing. We work on our relationship every day, and over the past 2 years, it has made a huge difference. So I also want to give an extra shout out to Courtney. I got so tied up with Halloween festivities yesterday, and I feel really bad for not posting this in a team page. But yesterday, for those of you that don't know, was Courtney's new birthday or rebirth. Cancer survivor, 4 years down, and I felt so bad I forgot to post that yesterday. So congrats, Courtney. We are so ecstatic for you and so happy to have you a part of our team, and looking forward as you continue to share that story of yours. And every time you share it, honestly, I completely am in awe of your strength. So this, guys, I don't have a name for this kind of board. So if anyone thinks of a name, feel free to share it. But this is a board that's going to be popped up in all of our team calls moving forward. So I want to make sure that we circulate and give everyone a chance. Or, hey, if everyone wants to keep just sending over what is going on good in their life, send it to me and I'll make sure it pops up at least, especially our next team call. So those are some personal shout outs. I know all the time we look at like the fitness end of stuff. So I really like the fact that we were able to kind of touch on our lifestyles. So tonight's topic, how to get your motivation back. The reason why, guys, I chose this topic is because honestly, October, I feel like was a really, really rough month for a lot of people across the board. I'll say majority of our team. I think what happened was in September, we had that back to school, sign our kids up for activities, birthday parties here, birthday parties there, and then all of a sudden October happened, and we kind of had this expectation that things would go back to normal, and instead, a lot of you expressed that you felt more chaotic than ever before. I know a lot of the team members had crazy amount of holidays in October. Again, birthday parties, anniversaries, Halloween, it was this never-ending list, and all of a sudden, life happened, and it felt like it was blocking us for what we want to achieve. And again, I know we talk a lot about business, but today I want to talk about you guys specifically. And I personally also experienced this in October, really just struggling with feeling alive again. And I want you guys at the end of this call to feel alive, feel like you are in control of November and December. If you haven't felt this way, maybe you haven't lost your motivation, hopefully this will stick in your back of your head. So when you do lose your motivation, because it does happen to all of us, that you'll come back to this. So I'm going to go down right into it. So when we lose our motivation, a lot of us just feel like, okay, like I know what I have to do. I know what I need to do. I know what I want to do, but I'm just not doing it. And kind of feel like this tug of war happening mentally, right? Like, oh gosh, I really should do it. And then you're like, screw it. I just want to sit on the couch tonight. And it's easy to say, just shake it off, guys, or shrug it off. And anytime somebody says that to me, I kind of want to punch them in the face, because we really have to realize that sometimes we just have to embrace the sucky part, right? Like just embrace it, but also know like when it's time to switch it off. And that's something huge. If you guys don't follow Brendan Bouchard, like he's really big into like embrace the suck, figure out inside what's going on and then move on. So I want to talk to you guys about how did you lose it? Where did it go? And how the heck did it happen? Because the thing is that you don't wake up tomorrow and lose that motivation 100%, right? One little thing happens and you're like, okay. And then the next thing happens and the next thing happens. And all of a sudden you feel like you've lost control, or just, super stressed out. And again, things are triggering. So you feel disconnected. But two things happen here. We either work too hard for too long and we skip out on the self-care. And this doesn't even apply, like I said, guys, push Beachbody business aside. Like maybe you're working really hard for something for your family. Maybe you're working really hard at a deadline at work, whatever it is. Sometimes we work on something really, really hard and for far too long and we skip out on how to treat ourselves, how to care for ourselves. Maybe your self-care is a massage or manicure, pedicure, or getting your hair done. Really sit back and think about like, when was the last time you took care of yourself and you did something for you? The second thing is, or second option really is, you feel like you're really bringing it. Like you feel like, man, I am showing up every single day, but it doesn't feel like you're bringing any traction and you get discouraged, right? I know there's been quite a few people that felt that way this past few weeks. They're like, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. I'm showing up, I'm sharing my journey, and I can't seem to get anyone to sign up with me. And all of a sudden you feel disconnected, discouraged, and just disappointed with yourselves. And we lose that motivation. We lose sight of what we wanted to do in the first place. So how do you get it back? How do you get that motivation? What's that game plan to say, you know what, I am all in. I am all in this game no matter what. So first step, you guys, understand how you lost it. Which one of those two spoke to you the most? Journal, document, reflect, shout it out, whatever way you get your feelings or your emotions out. But here's the thing, you guys, for those of you who are like, I thought about it. Those thoughts stay trapped in here until you actually write it out or you speak it out. I don't care if you're in the shower and you're talking to yourself. I do that a lot. But some way or another, you have to verbally express it and get it out of your system. Step 2, go back to you. Guys, this all starts with you. It's your journey. Sometimes we think like, oh, if I work harder, if I do this more, if I do that more, it's not always the answer. It could burn you out. It can, sorry, my screen just moved. It can kill your drive. So I want you guys to, when you're reflecting back as well, and you're going back to you, go back to how you felt when you first started this journey. I'm not talking again about like when you signed up as a coach, what that feeling felt like. I'm talking about that very first interaction that you had with your coach when you said, you know what, I am ready to make a change. What did that feel like to you? Was it nervous? Was it anxious? Was it, oh my gosh, relief that change was going to happen and you had that support and you had that help? What was that feeling? Think about that. If you guys took your I'll say starting photos, or what do people say? They're goodbye photos now, before photos, whatever you want to call that first photo that you took, that first moment that you jumped in. What did you feel like? Because that's where we got to go back to. Because when we go back to that, that's how we're going to connect with other people. And that's when other people are going to say, I can relate to them. Sometimes we get so far ahead of our journey that we forget to share that very first step. And sometimes we need to take the first step all over again for ourselves and for our goals. Third step, like I said, take a step back. But this time, get it outside perspective from someone that you connect with. Maybe it's your spouse, maybe it's your best friend, maybe it's your roommate from college, maybe it's cousin, whoever it is. Connect with that person and share with them what's going on. And ask them if they think you're doing the right things. Are you talking to the right people? Is your niche too narrow? Is it not narrow enough? Talk about those frustrations and what you're going through so that way you can get that support. Again, it goes back to step 1, understanding how you lost it in order to go through step 2, and then step 3 to share it with that person and be able to really clearly verbally express how you're feeling. In order to get that mojo back or your motivation back, you got to identify how you lost it, because the solution can be radically different than you just trying to bounce back. And there's so many people, and I'm sure you guys have seen it with your challengers, that they're stuck in a rut and they're like, I'm bouncing back tomorrow. Tomorrow is my day. I've got my 21-day fix ready. It's setting my alarm. And then what happens? They don't do it because they're trying to make these crazy amount of changes overnight, right? So just break down what it is, one step at a time, how you felt, how you can connect, because that's the best way you're going to be able to support other people. All right, so we kind of talked about a game plan. So how do we do this? How do we implement this? How do we actually make these changes for ourselves? So before I go into how we do it, I'm going to go into how we don't do it. I know a lot of us feel like we get concerned that we're going to come off too salesy. We're going to, all of a sudden sometimes we communicate and we're super apologetic because we're like, we really want to help people, but oh my gosh, we got to tell them how much it costs. This is really, really awful. And you feel queasy about it. So don't be apologetic with who you are, you guys. Share your journey, share who you are. You guys made the investment into your health. Other people are willing to make the investment too. So push that aside. If you're hiding and not showing up at all by sharing your journey, then you're not sharing to others that you can relate and that you can help them too. So that's really important to making sure that we're sharing whatever way you want. Maybe, Facebook isn't your thing. Maybe it's Instagram. Maybe it's Twitter. Maybe it's that you want to talk to the mailman every time he delivers your mail and you want to say, thank you so much for delivering my Shakeology. Do you know how awesome it is? I don't know. However you want to share it, you share your journey. There's a big question that's come up a lot is, but I've been lacking consistency. What if I've lacked consistency? What do I do? How do I get back? How do I get back to being consistent? So again, you guys, take it back from the beginning. I know you hear a lot in the business, like if you follow the 4 vital behaviors every single day, like everything's going to be okay and you're going to get success and yada, yada, yada. Take it one step at a time. Almost think of it as building blocks. So your fitness is first. And that's one of the reasons why we're doing this Core to Force beta group. And we'll go more into the beta group in a minute. Take it one step at a time. Like I said, focus on that fitness part. Once you got that narrowed down, once you got that locked in, then you take the next one. Maybe it's personal development. Then you take the third block. And again, it's all about building blocks. But instead of being like, oh my gosh, I've been absent and feeling guilty for being absent, because a lot of us I know feel guilty or like, oh my gosh, I get messages all the time that is like, I'm sorry, I just need to, I need to get this done. Cool. Don't be apologetic. Be grateful for taking some time off, because sometimes you need to take a step back in order to really reflect and and get connected and get remotivated. So be grateful for taking the time off, do your thing, but then, like I said, don't apologize for it. But when you're ready, be back in action, full of life, you guys. What is the saying? I'm terrible at these sayings. Take the bull by the horn. Is that it? Yes, that's it. Take the bull by the horn. I have to think about it and use hands for that. And go at it, you guys. Sharing your journey, back in action, positive, energy, inspiring, motivating, all those things that you felt like the person you signed up with did for you. Being absent doesn't change your ability to help people. So again, I know we hear the whole, like, if you don't do the 4 vital behaviors, yada, yada, yada. Take your time off, and when you're back and you're ready to be consistent, you do your thing. Again, it's not going to say that you're less qualified to help somebody. Guess what? Other people, one, which Michal experienced, people are like, oh my gosh, are you okay? Because we haven't seen you in a while. Or two, they're going to say, you know what? Like, I want to be a part of that because clearly she knows that she needs her own self-care too. And that's what I need, right? So when you're sharing your journey is when you're letting people know that you exist and people need what you have. There's 400,000 plus Beachbody coaches, you guys, in the network. And I know we get overwhelmed by that, or we feel like, well, there's so many people out there, like, who's going to want to work with me? The thing is that be good at being you. Be who you are. Eliminate the distractions, and you will grow. Your energy, your attitude, and your confidence contributes to your success, especially in an online space. So what you put out there, you guys, is what you're going to get back. If you notice, like, if you're super energetic and you're super positive, what are you going to get in your challenge groups? You're going to get the same. If you're contributing into the team page and you bring in this energy as well, what are you going to get back? You're going to get support with the same amount of energy. So I thought this was a really powerful statement, and I should actually quote it because it's really from my mentor and I didn't come up with that statement. But your energy, your attitude, and your confidence contributes to your success, especially in an online space. Change lives, guys, with your wisdom. The easiest way to be successful is by being you. And this goes into just being successful for yourself, for your own fitness journey. Be you, be who you are. Know that you're a genius with what you have to offer the world. You have to offer for your family, your friends around you, your coworkers, whatever it is. Just focus on being who you are and what you want to achieve. You guys could write this down if you need affirmations, but I want you guys to think about this even on a daily basis. This is really about you. I know sometimes you get caught up in the numbers, we get caught up in like Success Club and point volume and rank and this and that. This is all about you and who you are. what lights you up, what makes you feel amazing, what keeps you excited day after day. Maybe it is, if Autumn Calabrese is going to make you do the Roger Rabbit on Country Heat, and that excites you tomorrow, like for tomorrow's workout. Maybe it's, try a new shake. Maybe it's reading a new book. Whatever it is that keeps you excited day after day, do it and don't stop. No one else can be who you are. Deliver your genius in your way. No one. You guys are unique, and sometimes you get caught up in comparison mode. So get back into being you and getting connected and what you want to do. Passion means that your clients will reap the greatest benefit, because when you're passionate, you'll naturally over-deliver. And I know this becomes a struggle for all of us, because you're like, oh my gosh, we have another accountability group and I have no ideas. Who has ideas? Who wants to share with me? It's part of where we're losing our own motivation. So we just got to think about, what is the message that we want ourselves to have to stay motivated, to stay energetic, and take that message and use it exactly for our customers or clients as well. Core to Force Beta Group. So it starts on Monday. There will be daily posts in the team page. And really, guys, the purpose, one of the reasons for this is not only for team unity, but also to help you get back to being you. Get back to what you want. Get back to, being consistent, having those results, being able to show them off. Because how many times do you guys probably see this? Again, goes almost into comparison, when you're like, see these amazing Beachbody results, and you're like, well, I can't really share that because it's not my story. Or that I'm gonna like yell at you for sharing something when you don't know the story. We can use our before and afters. We can share with other people the journey that we are doing together within our community, within our team. So even if you're like hesitant, or you're like, Core to Force isn't for you, that could even be your story, right? Like, I'm doing this with my team and I'm not really liking this, but here's maybe a cool move, or something that excited you, something that was fun, or something that like you challenged yourself with. So in our team page is going to be a daily Core to Force Beta Group post. These posts are going to help you not only stay motivated, but also be helping you stay accountable. Got tongue tied there. But I also want to make sure that you guys know that the daily posts don't just have to come from me. If you guys have an awesome idea that you want to share it, post it. Don't feel limited from, like I said, oh, Kara only is doing the daily post. No way. You guys got a daily post. You guys got an idea in mind. Do it. The team page is going to be just like an accountability group. And we're here to help you, like I said, step out of your comfort zone, get back to being you, get excited, because each of you guys have like amazing, remarkable, unique energy. And we just got to relight that fire. For most of you guys. Some of you guys haven't lost motivation yet. Like I said, it will happen. So I hope that you guys come back to this. Do you guys have any questions, thoughts, ideas, anything you want to talk about that you felt stuck with the past few weeks? No one expected me to open this up. I'll pick a name. Really? Jesus. All right, Courtney, what are you most excited about with Core to Force?
Abs. I want abs. Like, I really, just looking at all the before and afters, this was like the one program that I was really excited, actually, that some of like the test group were not people that needed to lose like 30 or 40 pounds. Like, just really like toning up and sculpting. And the fact also that I didn't need any equipment, because I take it as a joke, but like my 2-pound weights, like I need something else to like move on instead of like, so I'm hoping I liked that. I like that there is no equipment. And it was more about like sculpting your body, because for me, that's really like toning up and stuff. So that's what I was excited about.
Before I forget, you guys, if you haven't checked out, Courtney did a live video today in our team page about recapping Super Saturday. So definitely please make sure that you check that out, because sitting next to Courtney in Super Saturday, her lights just lit up. She's like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. There's stuff here for me. So I want you guys to have that feeling as well. So, all right, Courtney, that is what you are excited about. Miss Sharon, I had to twist Sharon's arm a little bit to do this with us, you guys. Because she loves her country heat. She loves her dancing. Are you unmuted, Sharon? Hold on, let me find you. Unmute. There we go.
There we go. Hi.
There we go.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, no, it was really lame, because like I tried the first preview of it and I liked it, and then I tried it again when it came back, and I had a really bad day and I was in a mood, and then I hurt my knee and I was like, I hate it. I don't want to do it. And I wrote to Kara, I'm like, I'm not excited. can't post my negativity on the page, but I don't want to do Cordyceps. And then I actually, in the message, I was like, but I might be in a bad mood. So hold the phone and I'll get back to you in a few days. And sure enough, like, you know, because they had kept it available to do. I was like, I've done it twice. I love it. Okay, let's do it. So now I'm excited, but I'm nervous because it looks really hard. And like I've been watching on Instagram, I follow a lot of the coaches that have been either in the test group or who, you know, got the sneak peeks. They're all elite and fancy. And there are some like core moves that scare the hell out of me. And I just feel like I'm going to be like a blob on the floor, just rolling around like I'm dying. But I'm really excited about having hopefully like a really amazing after. Like I want like a 30-day what? So I'm going to really buckle down in the food, and I'm going to really take it serious like I would want my people to do. I'm going to talk the walk or whatever you do.
Is it talk? Yes.
Walk, walk the walk.
Walk the walk.
Talk the walk. I'm going to do it. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm excited about that.
Awesome. So I know you downloaded yours already today, right?
I haven't yet. Because out and about, but yeah, I'm gonna.
You're going
I'm just
to.
the basic one. That's okay, right? The
Yeah.
29 It has like it has the 2 bonus and the 8 workouts.
Yep.
There's not like some crazy thing I'm missing for not having the deluxe. Okay, good.
Okay. Natalie, I know you're doing it as well. Hold on. Let me unmute Natalie. Sorry, Natalie. And then Sharon, let's mute you.
No!
Oh gosh, hold on. Natalie is unmuted. Okay, Natalie, go ahead.
I am really excited about this. There hasn't been any program yet like this. And this is like my jam. I love kickboxing and like fast-paced cardio that like focuses on your core. So I'm like super excited. I was gonna do the 3-day with Michal today, but it didn't come in time. It's not coming until tomorrow. So now I don't know what to do. And Michal tells me don't do it while I'm gonna start for the course. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll just wait until fresh. But
Maybe wait for like right after kind of like the Thanksgiving weekend, like where you're at the tail end and you already have that strength. That might be the better bet. You know what I mean? So you start off with Cordyceps and then maybe like the day after Thanksgiving, do the 3-day refresh and really end the 30 days out in a bang.
that's an idea.
Get you back.
Okay.
So you don't have to be totally bummed out about it. You can almost have double documentation
Because
about.
I wanted to have that 30-day like before and after. Like I don't really need to lose a ton of weight, but I would love to get those 6-pack abs. But I've been getting so close, and then like everybody else in this team, October has just been a whole month of blah.
So no more blah. October is done with. We're November 1st.
Even after like 2 or 3 workouts of the MMA speed, that was the only one available, I could already see and feel a difference.
Yeah, I felt the same way. Like certain moves, I was like, "Ooh, okay, now."
I didn't feel like it was doing anything in the moment, but then after, I was like, "Oh, I'm actually a little sore," and like, I look in the mirror, and it's like, "Oh, I see something." Like, it could all just be mental, but that's okay.
No, it's allowed. We're allowed to have that mental feeling. Awesome. So, did you download it yet?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
What comes extra with the deluxe? Because I'm thinking about the deluxe.
I think like extra workouts, right? Like I don't remember how many extra workouts though.
Because there was like a basic, and then there were 2 different calendars.
There's 3 calendars in the deluxe. One is the basic, then there's deluxe, and then they give a hybrid, which includes other workouts from different programs that are available on Beachbody On Demand. So I don't know if that's at the basic too, but that's what it is in deluxe. I downloaded deluxe today.
Do you get extra workouts?
Yeah, 2 extra workouts.
Awesome. Okay. Cool. All right, so Natalie is ready. I think we're gonna have to like rename our team name of like Team Six Pack Abs. Since everyone's goal is that. Angela, are you? Yes, you're doing it with us too, right?
Yep.
Excuse me, Miss. I met Janelle Summers this weekend from Super.
Yeah. Yeah, that was really fun. That was really fun. It was fun to do it in a group workout setting, actually. There weren't that many people. I was surprised. I thought it was going to be either like a giant packed ballroom, which was pretty full, but I mean, they had like 1 million chairs and maybe a third of them were full.
Oh, wow.
But it was fun. Like the group exercise atmosphere, I can see why like the conventions and the meetings are like, they make you like want to explode. I had an hour-long car ride after I left the meeting, so I was like, you know, but it was a fun day. I'm glad I went. The first thing I told her was that I had run a 10K race already in the morning. She's like, "Girl, you staying for the workout?" I'm like, "Yup." She's like, "Oh my God." I'm like, "See, people are impressive." But it was a cool format. It moved along and it was nice. The people I thought were, I don't know. There were a lot of teams there, and so I'm like, "I'm here by myself. If you want me to take your picture," and people are like, "Oh, okay." And like they let me take their picture and didn't even like talk to me, and I'm like, "You're welcome." Bye.
So then what that means is that we got to get you a team underneath you.
It's a real team. Yeah.
Right, and this way you're not going solo.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm in for quarter force.
So you're in for quarter force. You're excited for it. You're ready. Are you feeling ready? Awesome. All right. Who else is doing? Melinda, are you doing quarter force with us? Come on, Melinda. So I got to twist your arm too. I'll talk to you afterwards. I won't put you on the spot on that like that. Jen?
I have a week and a half left of Gamma, and then you got me.
Okay, so you'll finish out your week and a half of Gamma, and then you'll just be a little bit behind from us.
Yeah, so I have I have next week of Gamma's my last week, and I'm finishing it even though I don't really feel it like I felt beta, but I don't care. I'm finishing Gamma,
Okay.
and then I'll start.
Okay, perfect. Alicia, are you doing quarter force with us? Yeah. Hold on, she looks kind of busy. Alicia, unmute. Are you excited for this, Alicia?
Yes, a little bit. I did it when it initially, that first sneak peek.
Mhm.
Well, no, I did it at Summit, and that was awesome. And then I did it with the first sneak peek,
Okay.
and maybe even 3 days after, my calves were hurting, my abs were hurting. My husband was like, "That's what a real workout feels like."
All right, so you're ready for real workout feelings.
I'm ready.
30 days. Awesome. All right, and in your back. And then Miss Rena, are you doing it with us as well? Hold on. Rena, unmute. Unmute it. Rena? Oh, she looks kind of frozen.
Looks frozen.
Okay, we'll get back to her later. All right, you guys, so even if you're not doing the Quarter Force program with us, still check in, still use the daily post with us. So if you're following a specific program, just follow it, follow the calendar to the T. This way you can also have your, day one or starting before, starting photos, and then after photos, documenting it through, still get involved with the team, even if you're not doing Quarter Force. All right, so this is a complete team effort. Let's cheer each other on. Let's exactly how you guys do it in your accountability groups. And since most of you have done groups with me, I'm pretty sure you all do it the same. Just be sure that we are cheering each other on, and let's have some fun stuff. But if you guys, like I said, you have specific ideas, let me know. Got some things up my sleeve, but of course, open to whatever you guys want to do as well. So this should be a really fun way for us to get to know each other, especially since we're not all close by to always hang out. And yeah, that is it. So I hope, like I said, you guys, that you find that fire. I did not expect a miracle after this call. And you're like, yes, I feel all remotivated. But I hope something did speak to you tonight that you feel like you can get yourself back on track, relight the fire, and share whatever it is that you want to share that excites you guys. All right. So have a good night. Enjoy. Stay tuned for posts for tomorrow on Quarter Force. Oh, Sharon, are you taking a picture? Would you like a picture? Hold on, I'll screenshot for you. Ready? Hold on a second. Guys, anybody want to give me some like punches for Quarter Force? Ready? And wait, I can't punch. Brian, come here real quick, please. Thank you.
What?
I just need you to hit a screenshot for me. Why? You won't be in the picture. So just put one finger here and one finger here. And I'll tell you when to press. Hold on. Right there and right there. Okay, ready, guys? Fist up. And go, Brian. One more time. You're good. Okay, perfect. All right, you guys. Have a good night. And I will upload the screenshot so you guys can use it. All right.